name's Will English. I graduated in 2007 from King's College with a honors degree in history and early modern studies.
And what's your hometown?
My hometown's Andover, Massachusetts. It's about half an hour from Boston.
Why did you choose King's?
I chose King's. It's funny because both of my siblings had gone to Canadian schools. My brother kind of discovered Canada. He went to McGill, and he's 8 years older than me. And then my sister also, she looked at American schools, but she also looked at Queen's, and she went to Queen's in Ontario. And just my siblings introduced me to Canada, and it's such hidden value. Like, it always baffles people I meet when I explain to them how Canadian schools are so much more affordable. And I actually found it because my brother was married to a woman from Halifax, and her good friend had gone to King's. So I discovered it through him.
And what kept you at King's?
I really think King's has an amazing community. With just over 1,100 students, it's a nice, manageable size where you really get to know everyone. And the great thing about the King's community is you can be as much a part of it as you want, or you can just do your own thing. And the King's community is very flexible. If there's anything you want to do, there are the resources there for you to do it.
How did you grow as a leader at King's?
Sure. Well, I came to King's, and I'd been involved a bit in my town on a youth governing board, and I was kind of interested in politics. And I was just really interested in getting involved. So just talking to people early on in my school, in September, just when we started out, I became interested in the student union, which is pretty active at King's College, the KSU. And I ran for first-year rep on a whim, and I won, and I really enjoyed it. And I spent my 4 years very involved in the government of the school and funding societies and the like.
And were you KSU president?
Yeah, I was the president of the whole student union in 2005 to 2006. And it was a great time, great experience. I really learned a lot. Like the student union, you manage the health plan and the bar and all the student societies, as well as sitting on the board of governors and other important boards with the school. It really was an amazing experience.
Academically, how would you describe, first, the foundation year program?
Sure. Well, I think the foundation year program's a very unique program in that you read all sorts of texts that you wouldn't normally be exposed to, and then you discuss them in a small group. I think it's great. It especially was helpful towards my writing. I think I came a long way as a writer in that first year because you have to write so many papers and be very concise, and that you only have so many words to do it.
Now, you continued your studies at King's. Can you tell me about your upper year experience?
Sure. Well, I wanted to stay involved with the King's community, so I took the Early Modern Studies program, which is, you get exposed to a bit of that in FIP, but it's more of a continuation of it. I just wanted an opportunity to stay in the quad. So King's does offer some nice upper year programs that allow you to stay a member of the community as well.
Tell me about the quad. The
quad is, King's is a very small campus, and it's got a nice green quad in between all the buildings. And it's great because whenever you're in there, you're always guaranteed to see people you know, and there's always something to do, or whenever you run into someone, I'm sure you guys everyone has such a lot in common that you strike up a conversation, and you can literally spend hours just talking to different people you meet there.
What would you say are key lessons that you learned at King's?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd say the key lessons I learned at King's are that everyone has something to bring to the table. Everyone's got a different background, and you shouldn't discount anyone. Everyone's got a story.
What are you doing now?
I'm managing a restaurant, and I'm going back to school to be a high school guidance counselor.
How do you think your King's experience influenced your choice of direction?
Well, I think King's provided me with a great background. From my experience in the King's Student Union right out of college, I'd always been interested in working in a presidential campaign in the U.S., and with my political experience I gained at King's, I was able to work on a presidential campaign during the very exciting 2007 primary, which of course produced the presidency of Barack Obama. It was kind of interesting to see it emerge because I was involved in the campaign since the beginning out in Iowa, and I saw Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, all the candidates up close, and all the circus. It's like a circus in Iowa with everyone bringing in celebrity surrogates, Oprah, and all musicians. I worked for the Edwards campaign, and he had Jackson Browne down doing concerts just to get people in to see him.
What did that political experience mean to you?
I thought it was real cool to see the process up close and to experience such a critical year. And I think definitely my experience with the KSU and at King's helped me to get that very competitive job.
What would you say to somebody who was considering King's?
I'd say King's is a phenomenal community. I keep in touch with a lot of people from it, and it's really got unique opportunities for everyone.